Hello there.
Hi.
All right, so this week's episode of the Sunflounder Chronicles, this is episode 6.
Yeah.
And this is crazy because we're running it live.
That's right.
Yeah,
we're live tonight.
I am Brohammington, joined with
Jester Dujour.
You know us, you love us. Make sure you hit the follow button, the subscribe button, all the things. You got the socials down at the bottom. Make sure you click those as well.
Yes.
And we've had an exciting week.
So much has happened.
A lot. We have card reveals.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any cool announcements? They didn't announce anything, did they?
I don't think so. I think the main thing has just been reveals.
Lots of reveals.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just the volume of reveals, right?
Yes.
Sorry. I'm
We've
trying
got.
to decide whether I'm going to look at the camera or look at you.
Let's do both.
Well, they're in two separate spots, and I can't split my vision. So
Just go cross. What do you?
Sorry.
Just do this.
This is why we normally don't go live.
There's a coming in. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. So reveals started on Monday the 10th.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And today is Thursday the 13th. Right?
Checks out if my math is mathin'.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had over half the set revealed.
Which is amazing.
It's amazing. It's just there is so much. There's been a lot to try and process all at once.
Yes, and it's just I'm in like 7 different group chats, and they all just go off at the same time with the same stuff. So it's just like, man, it's the conversations bouncing between like lots of people, plus all the discords, right?
Sure.
So I mean, like it's been really cool. I will say there is one specific thing that I am excited for.
Okay.
Out of this set.
Okay.
And we've been talking about it a lot, and we've been
Uh-huh.
asking when it was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Thomas O'Malley's here.
That's right.
The alley cat.
You better believe it.
You bet-
Thomas O'Malley has finally arrived on the scene.
has entered the fray along with Duchess and along with all the other kittens.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
Marie, she's here. Toulouse, he's here. Berlioz, he's here.
Yeah.
Edgar Balthazar
I'll
is
take
here.
Sorry. Yes, but it's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been one of our cameras is on a tripod, so it's a little wonky.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good, but we there are a lot of really cool things in set 7.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of really interesting cards that we don't know if they're going to be good, they're going to be bad, they look good on paper. It's been a roller coaster of emotions all over the social media platforms.
Very much so.
And it's exciting.
Yeah. Real quick, I do want to just express my biggest disappointment with this set, because I already have one.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. And I just want to get it out of the way, because we're about to talk about all of the new cards.
All of them.
And I'm very jazzed for almost all of them.
Except
right?
for?
Except for, very specifically, actually, the thing that I'm disappointed by, it isn't a card that we're getting. It's a card that we're not getting.
Okay.
No locations this set.
You're upset by that.
I like locations.
I know somebody.
I find them fun.
I know somebody in the chat that also likes locations.
Hey.
Shout out to Talman Purple if he's still there.
Hey.
You know, a fellow after your own heart, Mr. Dujour.
There we are. Then.
But yes, you are absolutely correct. We do not have any locations. I do believe that Owl Island was the location of Archazia's Island.
Right, and then
Dead giveaway.
it makes thematic sense and everything for there to not be locations this set.
Right.
We're not exploring outwards anymore. Everybody's at the island.
Right.
And I mean, if I remember correctly, they said way back into the Inklings, they said then and there that this was not going to be a permanent thing every set.
The locations.
To have locations.
I think that's fine.
Right. No, and it's good. It's great. We got other cards. We got other new mechanics.
Yes. That
I love.
Yes.
Already. One in particular, I think, is incredibly mind-blowing. We'll get there.
Okay, yeah.
But just the lack of locations, it is just the slightest disappointment for me.
But the ultimate, like, one of the big questions is like, with locations running amok last set, we've seen it in, with the library, we've seen it with Diggy Diggy Hole.
Sure.
We've seen it with, there's been McDuck Manors running rampant. Is it...
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like,
it's a healthy...
You can say castle and I'll shudder. Like...
yeah. That one caused some serious trauma, didn't it?
Yeah.
But the one of the big things is, like, is it okay to take a healthy break from locations?
Absolutely. Right? No, absolutely it is.
And
I think.
I don't... So TMP up in the chat, he says no, it's not okay to take a healthy break. So like we said, man after your own heart there. But yeah, I am very excited to talk about some of these cards that got revealed yesterday, the day before, today even. Like some of the ones that got revealed today. Oh my gosh, there's one very specific card that I am extremely excited for.
Ooh.
And we'll get there, but. It's caught in a lot of flack of, it might not be that good. It might not. Like, we're gonna find out.
Okay.
We're gonna find out.
I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to remember how time works.
Yes.
So that I can try and guess which one it is you're talking about.
Time works in mysterious ways.
Very much so. Also, sorry, real quick before we go any further, apologies to anybody listening for my voice. I'm coming right out of the tail end. I was down with the sickness for just a little bit.
Wah!
Just for a little bit earlier this week, I'm good now, but it's just all clogged up. So you may be hearing me like sneezing off screen or try to get that cleared out. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm sure they forgive you.
Thank you.
I'm sure they forgive you. All right. So, without further ado. Should we get into our first set of reveals that we have?
Let's see what's up.
All right, so we're going to go to this next slide really quick. And when we go into these, our cameras are not going to be on because that takes a lot of work, and I haven't got there yet. So, but you'll still be able to hear our lovely voices.
Or just our voices.
So this is just a shout-out to the Lorcana Rule Book Hub, and a special thanks to Gregzilla for posting the images. If you are not part of the Lorcana Rulebook Hub, make sure you join their Discord to not only get great conversations, but they also do rule quizzes on Saturdays. So test your knowledge of the game, and we also want to apologize for anyone who is not credited in this episode for the reveals that they did. If you do know who revealed the card, please shout them out in the chat so their work is not going unacknowledged. And without further ado, our first slide.
Let's go.
Hey, there we go.
Hey.
All right, so our first slide we have here, Bolt, which is a 5-cost inkable, Amber Steel, 3/5, Floodborn Hero, Shift 3, and with the ability of Mark of Power. When you ready this character, gain 1 lore for each other undamaged character you have in play. Then you can exert him with Bolt Stare and banish chosen illusion character, and this character quests for 2.
It's great.
It's pretty good.
It's great. Right out the gate, we're getting to probably the most important thing about this set.
Dual inks.
Dual inks.
Right.
It has been now confirmed. We had kind of assumed when we first started seeing cards, but it's now been confirmed. If you're going to play that bolt, that Amber Steel bolt, you have to be running Amber and Steel.
Right.
It's not an amber or a steel card.
Right.
It is both.
Yes, and I think that is a very important aspect to highlight about these dual color ink cards, which is that I like that they can't be splashed into either colored style decks.
Very much so.
I like that for the reason that they can make more, like, I'm not gonna say, okay, I'll say it. They can make more powerful, like, dual colored cards,
Right.
in the ink color combinations that haven't been represented much.
Very much so.
There's a couple of them coming up. I don't want to spoil anything for the pod, but it is quite amazing that they have taken this approach to the cards. We kind of assume that, but yeah. So that's Bolt. I think that Bolt's pretty good, especially with some of the other characters that we'll be looking at too.
Very much so.
And who knows? Maybe illusions are gonna be quite the problem, and who's here to save the day other than Bolt? Super dog. I was about to say support dog.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, kinda.
Support dogs are also super.
Right.
You know?
And then so we got our next card.
Uh-huh.
He's a tramp.
Yes.
Action song. What? Action song. It's a one cost inkable.
Yes.
Chosen character gets +1 power or +1 strength. I'm sorry. This turn for each character you have in play.
Yeah.
I like.
Sure.
I mean, it's a one cost song. It gets straight to the point.
It's all right.
You can trade up, trade down, trade in.
Honestly, the thing about that card that's throwing me off the most, right? The only thing about that card that is surprising to me is it being emerald.
Yes, that definitely
Just increasing strength does not seem like an emerald move to me.
That seems more like
but
an Amy thing.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah, I mean, like it's fine. I think Emerald needed something like that.
I say you know how much I love emeralds, so
Right.
I'll take anything that supports it.
So we got next card here, Marie.
Yeah.
Marie. Favored Kitten. She is a 1/2 inkable 2-drop. Ability says, I'll show you. Whenever this character quests, you may give chosen character -2 power this turn. Strength. I apologize. She quests for 2. What do you think?
I like it. I mean, it's,
It's simple.
ain't nothing bad with that.
No.
I like being able to drain other people's strength.
Sure.
That's nice.
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So this next card,
Oh yeah.
an amazing card. I love this card. Alpha loves this card. Everybody loves this card. This is Jafar, Aspiring Ruler. 3-drop inkable, 3/2. Ability says, that's better. When you play this character, chosen character gains Challenger +2 this turn. It quests for 2.
Okay.
I personally love this card. I love this card because it's kind of like a crab, right?
Sure.
It doesn't have the when it leaves play effect, but
Right.
in specific style decks, you don't want this card to leave play. If you catch my drift. I think it goes in Jafar Wheel.
Okay.
Which is where I was going.
Yeah,
with that.
having it being able to shift out earlier. I say, do we have? That's a 3-drop. Do we have a lower Jafar?
We have a 2-drop. We have a 2-drop.
We do. Okay.
Yes. So there is a 2-drop. I like this one because it's a 3/2 that quests for 2, which is already good.
Sure.
3/2 is reasonable stats, and it gives another character Challenger 2. So it means that like it can give the Challenger to Diablos. Diablos can make a trade in, get you a draw.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that. So I mean, like it's a common. It's inkable, decent
Fair
stats,
enough.
and a quest for 2. I mean, like this For a common, this card is very good.
I wasn't too excited about it when I saw it.
Right.
But I wasn't having the vision.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. I mean, Jafar's one of those easily overlooked cards, if you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, moving on to the next slide here. We got some more Bolt cards here.
Yeah.
And we have Mittens.
Yes.
So...
she's a bodyguard, right?
She is a bodyguard.
Am I reading that correctly?
Yes, she is a 5 uninkable bodyguard.
Okay.
Stats are a 4 strength, 5 willpower character. With an ability that says, once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, your other characters with bodyguard gain +1 lore this turn. And she quests for 2.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know what to think about this. I think it's a decent card.
Yeah.
I mean, a 5-drop bodyguard with 4 strength and 5 willpower is pretty big.
It's pretty nice.
It dodges all removal.
Well,
I mean, like
sure.
Let me specify.
It's not gonna get Medusa. And it's not gonna get Brawl.
Right. That's what we're.
Right.
We're going with the memes right now. All right. So I mean that's good. And then we have your other bodyguards get +1. So in a deck with Simbas and Blues, I mean it could put in some work.
Right.
So.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a bad card by any means.
I've definitely seen worse rares. I've seen way worse rares.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it's also not to spoil things, not to get too ahead of ourselves. It's not the bodyguard card that has me very excited from this set.
Right, you are, my friend. Right, you are. Because we have those.
Yeah, there's one.
There is
that
one
we'll get to later on that has me very jazzed.
Yes, absolutely. I very much agree with that. All right, so
we got another Bolt card.
We do.
Yeah.
4-drop inkable.
Okay.
2/4 stats.
Yeah.
Support.
Hey, there's your support dog.
There's your support dog. Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
I can't read that very well. And a quest for 2. So
yeah.
I mean, like, pretty vanilla card. Quest for 2 is pretty good. If you can get the support off, it can be better.
Sure.
I mean, there's really not much to say about that one.
Right, and that's going to be a fair amount of cards. There's not going to be
like...
We're not doing a deep dive on every card.
Right.
There's too many that have been released.
Our job is to tell you what the cards are. Your job is to figure out how to use them.
Yeah. Besides, you're better at the game than we are.
Yeah, right. We just like to talk.
Yeah.
And then we got the 4-drop Dr. Calico.
Yes.
Inkable. 3/4. With the ability, while this character has no damage, he gains resist 2.
That's pretty neat.
That's not bad.
That's a pretty neat ability. I really like that.
It's gonna take a lot to take this guy out.
Yeah.
It's a very good limited card, to say the least.
Oh, for sure.
This card goes ham and limited. Next one, Bolt. Got a 1/3 dog here. In the steel color, 2-drop inkable. Whenever this character quests, if he has no damage, you may draw a card, then choose discard a card.
You want to say that for me one more time?
All right. So whenever he quests, if he has no damage on him, whenever he quests, you can draw a card and discard a card.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad.
Okay, and it's like, it's one of the other characters, but I can't think of it.
Like the 1-drop Simba.
Okay.
Like you draw a card.
Right. You may draw a card, but you still have to discard a card either way.
Oh, whatever it is.
The way it's worded, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually how they word those.
Right. So I mean, like, yeah, pretty cool reveals from Bolt there.
Yeah.
We'll move on to our next slide. And we got, there they are. We got the aristocrats.
There they are.
Thomas.
They're all vanilla cards.
They all,
which
yes.
I'm okay with.
Yeah, at least
The
they're
mere fact that they're here
that.
and like we weren't expecting them.
No,
It was a surprise.
it was. It's like I know that there was a lot of people that were like, I want the aristocrat. We were one of
Yeah.
the big advocates for the aristocrats being in. So our first reveal here is Thomas O'Malley himself.
The king.
A 3 inkable
Uh-huh.
Thomas O'Malley, 4 strength, 2 willpower, ward. Quest
Okay,
for
I
one.
guess he does have ward. So they're not all vanilla. Thomas has ward.
He
Which
does
is
have
excellent.
ward.
Hey,
He's a
guess who's going to be in my deck?
who?
Oh,
Thomas.
Thomas O'Malley?
Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas O'Malley. 4/2. Yeah, I think that he's a fine card. He's inkable. He's a 4. Like 4 is a lot of strength.
It really is.
Like especially on a 3-drop with ward.
Yeah.
This card is not going anywhere very easily.
No.
I personally like it.
Not a bad card.
Okay, so moving on, we have 3-drop inkable. Who is
Uh-huh.
this?
Berlioz?
Berlioz.
Berlioz, yeah.
Berlioz. If you say it, I learned this last night. All right. If you don't
Uh-huh.
know how to pronounce a name, you just say it as fast as you can, and you can't go wrong. Berlioz.
I'm not gonna agree with that necessarily, but definitely slowing things down always makes it worse.
Sure. Yeah. yes. So, inkable 3-drop. He is a 2/5, or they are a 2/5. I don't. He? Okay. He's a 2/5.
Sorry, man. You're talking about one of my favorite movies right now.
Sure. It's a 2/5 quest for 1.
Yeah.
The five is a
He's
lot.
great. I
Five
love
is
him.
a lot of will.
5 willpower. Are you kidding me?
This survives a fox attack.
Yeah, he does.
Fox is not taking out this kitten.
No.
All right, and now we have the queen herself, Duchess.
Oh yes.
Inkable 2-drop, 3 strength, 2 willpower, quest for 1.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
She's great. She's great. I love her.
She's, I mean,
That's it.
again, 3 is a lot of willpower. Like, well, 3 is pretty good stats for a 2-drop.
Exactly.
I mean, if she was uninkable, you could move her lore up 1, kind of like Bonsai.
Sure.
But I do like the inkable aspect.
Yeah.
Next one we got Edgar Balthazar.
Yeah.
5-drop inkable, 6/5, quest for 1.
Yeah. He's Maui without Reckless and Rush.
Right, you are, my friend.
Yeah.
I just noticed that, and he's only a common.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Golly.
Yeah. That's a little crazy, huh?
Wow. Okay, that's pretty sweet. All right, so now the next one, and I do want to mention that this is the first 1/3 that the color Sapphire actually got.
That can't be right.
That is right.
It can't have taken this long.
It is right. Do you have it in your spreadsheet?
I would, yes, but it would need some.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. We'll look later on.
Yeah, but I'll put a candy bar on that.
All right.
Sure. So 1/3, quest for 1, so inkable 1-drop. You can't,
Yeah.
I mean, pretty vanilla.
It's loose.
He's
great.
I mean, it's you can't go wrong with this.
Right.
And the right color pairings. Talking about if you pair it up with a crab, maybe you can turn that into a 4/3 for 1. How amazing! How
that
amazing!
Would be very silly.
I like it.
I'm here for it. Don't get me wrong. But it'd be very silly.
Absolutely, love it. All right, Lady and the Tramp reveals spaghetti dinner. We got an item here.
That sounds nice.
I love spaghetti.
I could really go for a good spaghetti dinner right now, honestly.
You're gonna have to wait a couple more weeks. To get it.
Ah. Read the card.
It's an uninkable 2-drop. If you have 2 or more, or pay 1, exert it and pay 1. If you have 2 or more characters in play, gain 1 lore. This is a slower spellbook.
Sure.
I mean,
it's not bad.
It's,
you know what I mean?
It's not bad. It's not great. It's only a common, which is why it's not as good as what it could be.
Tell you what, that shows up when I'm playing Pack Rush. I'm not going to be mad about it.
Oh, no, not at all. Yeah, this card goes hard into Pack Rush.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got our first Lady 1-drop reveal.
Yes.
Which is amazing. So while you have a character named Lady in play, this character, or Tramp. Sorry, Tramp. I cannot read. My eyes hath deceived me. A dog's life. While you have a character named Tramp in play, this character gains +1 lore. So this is a non-inkable 1-drop with 1/2 stat lines that has potential of questing for 2.
Right. Well, especially because it's a 1-drop, and then I think we're about to get to the next card right there. Is a 2-drop that's trailed.
It is.
So it is. I mean, it could be as simple as turn 1, Lady. Turn 2, play Tramp, quest for 2.
And unlike any other aggro list, your opponent's 1/2s, 1/3s do not trade into this potential 2-quester. Because, like, you have the Lilos and the Maleficents that are 1/1 stat line.
Okay.
That quest for 2.
Right. Okay.
But those get taken out by the Daisy Ducks. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Not Lady.
No.
Lady's a stout-hearted dog.
What's your willpower?
A 2.
Okay.
2 willpower. I think it's a playable card.
Yeah.
100%. I think.
Oh,
like
very much so.
Emerald Amethyst or Emerald Amber. Like an aggro list in Emerald Amber, like Lady's definitely a playable card with the Tramps.
Right.
We'll get to the Tramp now. I'll let you guys tell me if I'm wrong. I could be.
Yeah.
Tramp, inkable 2-drop, 1 power, 3 strength, 1 strength, 3 willpower. I'm sorry, I mixed those up. If you have a character named Lady in play, you pay 1 less for this character. Second ability reads, when you play this character, chosen character of yours gets +1 strength this turn for each other character you have in play. I like this card.
Yeah.
I like this card for the reasons I just mentioned of if you can literally go Lady on 1, Tramp on 2, and follow up with another 1-drop.
Right.
So you're already threatening 5-6 lore on turn 2.
Yeah.
Like
exactly. Like Lady turn 1, turn 2. Why not Tramp and a Merfolk?
Sure.
For example.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing that aggro deck.
Yeah. Yeah. 100.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, absolutely. It's insane. It has very much potential. And then like turn 3 or 4. If you have another Tramp in hand, you play the Tramp and you can make a reasonable trade.
Yeah.
With, let's say, I don't know, another Lady.
Sure.
Or another, I don't know, just whatever. Like it turns your characters into beat sticks, which is something that Emerald Amber was kind of lacking without the Queen Shift line.
Okay. Right.
So I mean, like.
Which, I mean, gotta love that Queen Shift line.
The Queen Shift line is good, but I mean, it's no Lady and a Tramp.
Sure.
But okay, so moving on, we got the next card.
We got a card we already talked about. Let's go.
He's a Tramp.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that is in fact true. He's a Tramp's a 1-cost song that mimics the Tramp's ability.
Yep.
This now we're getting into the bread and butter of the set. We got the Giant Cobra. Let's talk.
So we got Giant Cobra.
Yeah.
Right. It's another one of those dual inks. This time we're talking Amethyst and Steel.
Yep.
It's an inkable 3-drop. It's got 4 strength, 4 willpower. But the most important thing is it's an illusion.
An illusion.
It's an illusion, Michael.
Right. So he does have the ability Vanish.
Yes.
Which means when an opponent chooses this character with an action, you banish it.
Yes.
It's simple. You play a bad action on it, it's gone.
There is, and I feel terrible for not remembering who, but I saw the other day on Bluesky, or Bluesky, however it is you're supposed to pronounce it, somebody did a thread the other day about some of the better actions to be targeting illusions with.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of fun this set.
This set is going to be spicy.
I think it's Ever As Before, or one of them that just, you can heal as many characters as you wish.
That'd be fun. That's going to be really fun.
You can heal all of yours and get rid of illusions at the same time.
Because why not? Yeah, so the cool thing about this is it's a 3-drop inkable.
Yes.
4/4.
Yeah.
So it's very overstated.
Right, and I think that's a theme.
Yes,
with
that's
illusions.
That's on purpose.
Right.
Because of how easy, quote unquote, I'm doing air quotes, people, doing air quotes for how easy it is to remove this.
No, he's not. He's being 100% genuine.
Yeah, I don't know how you get rid of this card.
Yeah.
It is a massive body. It's a 4/4, and when you play this character, you may choose and discard a card to gain 2 lore, which I will highlight is amazing.
I love it.
I absolutely love this card. This card is probably one of the best cards revealed so far.
I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but I really love it.
This card is going to see play in every Amethyst Steel deck.
I'm sure it will.
Like especially my Jafar lovers out there. Next card we got is Deny. Yes, actually
another inkable 3-drop. This time he's 3/2, but he's got Reckless and Resist too.
I love this card.
Yeah.
I do not think that this card is anything to be laughed at.
I think very specifically that even more than some of the other Duel Link cards we've talked about already, this is a perfect example of what Duel Ink kind of means.
Yes.
Because Reckless
is very much,
to my knowledge, is just a Ruby thing, and Resist is pretty much only a Steel thing.
Yes.
And so having the both of them together like that, that's what Duel Ink is allowing the creators to do.
Right.
With the cards, and then for us to do with decks.
Yes.
And I love it.
I very much agree. I think that this card makes Ruby Steel more playable than what it was. We still have cards coming up.
Yes.
That I'm excited for. But yeah, I don't think that there's anything else to talk about here. Great card. I love it. I will definitely be running 4 of this.
Yeah.
At least to start out. Next one, we got Calhoun.
Oh, talking about cards we're going to be running. That's one of them.
Yeah?
Because I'm going to be building that Amber Ruby Racer deck.
Tell me about it.
I just gotta.
Tell me about the card.
Yeah, so this card here, it's Calhoun. You know her, you love her. This time she is an Amber and Ruby. She's an inkable 6-drop, 5/5, which is very respectable.
Yes.
This time she is a racer, which is very important, I think, that she has that racer tag, because you've got the back to start positions ability on her, which is whenever this character challenges another character, you may return a racer character card from your discard to your hand. She also quests for 2, and you can shift her out for 4. But I think that's going to be key.
Yes, absolutely. I think that
the fact that you can use her to return herself back.
Yes.
You know.
I'm interested to see what people come up with.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
This is going to be, dude, I'm telling you, this is going to be a great set. We got a Cusco here.
Oh, Cusco.
That silly old, what is this, another llama.
Oh.
The 4-drop uninkable Cusco, Panic Llama, 2/2 evasive. We can figure this out. At the start of your turn, Choose one. Each player draws a card. Each player chooses and discards a card. This is a 2 lore character. I like Cusco. I'm not that big of a fan of this card.
We will see how it works in play.
Yes.
I don't see it seeing a lot of play.
Right.
I think I'm definitely going to be using it.
Sure.
From time to time, but I don't think most people will enjoy that. You know what I mean? Like it's always great you getting to draw a card,
right?
But your opponent drawing one is unfortunate,
right?
And similarly, it's great getting them to discard, but I don't want to discard.
Right. I could see this being a potential like gateway for them to introduce characters that like or like some sort of madness effect. A madness is like something that translates from magic, right? Where whenever you discard a card, you can play it for a reduced cost.
Okay.
So I mean, like, so I'm gonna play this character and pay 2 less for it because I choose to discard. But we'll see.
Okay.
If it had one, so 2 things. If it was either inkable or had 1 more strength on it, I think it would be a great card.
Sure.
The 4-drop on inkable doesn't really sell me on it though.
That's fair.
Mad Hatter. Talking about Christmas, alright?
Yeah.
6-drop inkable. Whenever a damaged character challenges another character, you may draw a card. And it's a 3/5. Quest for 2. I have a love-hate relationship with this card because I love the Mad Hatter.
Here's the thing, man. It doesn't specify whose turn that is.
Yes, that's very true.
That's so crazy.
This card is chaotic, and I mean we'll see how it plays out. I think that there's another card that we haven't gotten to yet that might help this out a little bit.
Yeah, that sounds right, but I don't remember what it is.
It is right, and I know what card it is, and now I'm happy.
Excellent.
We
got Mr. Smeed.
This card.
Yeah, people are going nuts.
This card is 100% worth talking about, especially for being an uncommon. All right.
Yeah.
So we got Mr. Smeed here, efficient captain. So he's a 3-drop and inkable, Dreamborn villain, pirate captain, all very notable keywords.
Yes.
The villain part.
The Dreamborn part doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
The main thing is he's a pirate and he's a captain.
And pipe up the crew. Whenever you play an action that isn't a song, you may ready chosen pirate character.
Question.
Answer.
I'm noticing it doesn't say that they can't quest again.
Unless that is a typo, you are 100% correct.
Oh, interesting.
Hey, nice John Silver you have there with 3 locations in play. I guess you'll gain 8 this turn.
Yeah.
Or 9.
Especially between, because doesn't the Daisy Pirate also ready without?
I'm not sure about the Daisy. I'm not sure about.
I'd look it up, but I don't have my phone. Never mind then.
Well, it's a good thing I have mine.
But no, this is a very exciting card. I've seen a lot of people already get very excited about it. The only thing I think that is sort of questionable about it is the action that's not a song.
There's plenty.
I know there's plenty.
Yes.
I'm sure there's plenty. I don't like my pirates not singing. Just thematically.
Yo ho, yo ho.
Exactly. Those guys should be singing.
They should definitely be doing something aside from swabbling the poop deck.
But I get why they're doing that because it makes you pay ink.
Alright, so I found the Daisy.
Yeah.
The Daisy says whenever one of your pirate characters quests while at a location, you draw a card.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
That's not as huge of a deal.
Wait a minute. Well, I see a nice 27 card combo coming on. But yeah, Smee, great card. It's an uncommon.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be seeing a lot of Emerald Steel Pirates.
Yes,
I'm here for it.
I love it. Mufasa.
Ooh.
Say it again. He's a 7-drop inkable, 5/7,
Yeah.
with a shift line of 5. He's evasive and resist 1, quest for 2. This is a very big body.
That's insane.
That's a very big body.
It's a lot.
If we ever get a purples or steel Mufasa worth, like, running, I guess, this card is insane.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a big boy. He's
The
a big boy.
the main thing that this card actually reminds me of, though,
Uh-huh.
looking at the tags on it, it's Floodborn Mentor King.
Yes. All of
Not
it.
to sound like I'm complaining, but when are we going to get anything that does something with mentors?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You know?
That's a good question, Ravensburg.
Although, that being said, and we'll get to it later on, we finally have cards coming out in this set that affect allies. So
Ooh.
that's pretty exciting.
I'm in the dark on that one.
Oh, yeah.
and
We'll
we're-
get there.
We will get there. I love this card.
Everybody loves Pascal.
This card's great.
This card is quite amazing.
It's
Pascal, and we're talking an uninkable 4-drop, Amber Amethyst dual ink, 3/3 evasive, and he quests for 3.
yes, absolutely.
That's nuts.
Yes, very much agree. This cannot be killed by your opponent's grab your swords, fire the cannons, anything else. 3 willpowers, nothing to scoff
Brawl.
at on evasive. Yes, it dodges brawl. You can't Medusa it until 2 turns later. Quest for 3. Elsa plus Genie doesn't get rid of this thing. The great card. Uncommon. You can't, like, this card's amazing. Perla.
Yeah.
Nimble Seamstress.
Yeah.
3-drop inkable, 3/2, evasive support, quest for 1.
Yep.
Pretty basic.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more to say about that. The evasive's nice with the support. You can quest, you can challenge.
Sure.
I'm excited for this card.
Yeah, this is our one of 2 so far dual ink non-character cards.
Okay.
So far, there's only 2 that are dual ink, and there are actions or items. And I guess
in
both of them are actions.
In this color pairing?
This one is Amber Sapphire. The other one is not.
Okay. So we got a inkable 1-drop. Restoring the Heart. This is restoring the heart at Tefiti. Remove up to 3 damage from chosen character or location. Draw a card.
Yeah.
Which,
Not bad.
I just want to point this out that since we are now have restored the heart of Tefiti.
When are we gonna get Tefiti as a card?
When are we gonna get Tefiti as a card?
I'm excited for it.
I am as well. We might actually. It might not have been revealed
do you
yet.
mind? Actually, here on the other screen, hit set breakdown in the bottom of the spreadsheet. Amber Sapphire. Yeah, we've only had 2. There's a possibility that we could get Tefiti herself as an Amber Sapphire card this set.
That would be
Because
crazy.
we've only had 2 so far.
That would be right on theme with.
And it seems like they're limiting it to 3.
That would be right on theme with Amber Sapphire being the healing colors or whatever.
Yes.
We just need something like a little over the top to like really set it in the motion of being able to challenge and heal effectively.
Right.
Or something thereof, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, very excited for this card. It's going to be great. The Troubadour.
Yeah.
There's some controversy around this card.
Is there?
Yes, because if you notice that it is a 2-drop inkable
Sure.
with Singer 4,
Okay.
which is the same stat lines of Ursula Vanessa.
Oh, yeah.
But this is a 1/3 opposed to a 1/4, but this does have resist 1.
I'm going to throw this out there. I like this one a lot more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And why is
Granted, I don't play Steel Song,
Sure.
right? I've never played it. That being said, generally, I will always prefer a resist 1 over my willpower being higher.
Sure. I mean, it's a good card.
Also, look at that guy. He's cute.
It's a turtle.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm an animal guy, dude.
Yeah.
Yokai.
Hey, there he is. There's part 1 of our master plan.
So, Yokai upset me last set.
Yeah.
And I'm a little disappointed in him, so I'm not going to give him much credit here. But he is a 2-drop inkable, 1/2, quest for 1, and you may pay 1 less to play characters using their shift abilities.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
It is interesting. In this color pairing, I don't know how well it's going to be. It is an Emerald Sapphire card for those that are listening.
What is that he's designing there?
It looks
that
like
artwork.
Looks like a giant.
I'm sure it's nothing of consequence. Let's just keep going.
It looks like a giant.
It almost looks like a giant mech suit of some kind.
Of some kind, yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
That probably won't come back up.
Oh my gosh, this color pairings just threw me off guard. We got
fun. Another amethyst ruby card.
All right, nothing to see here. Roll the credits.
Keep moving.
All right, we got a 6-drop uninkable 4/6 quest for 2. Hades, fast talker. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character of yours to banish chosen character with cost 3 or less.
That's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words, and it's a lot of... I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this. This is an on-play effect where you banish a character with 3 cost or less.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not in love.
I don't see it getting a lot of play.
I think it's a great limited card.
I think it's great and limited, sure. I think if you're playing Ruby Amethyst, your 6 ink slot is pretty well taken by other cards that are there to banish cards.
Yes, you do not want this whenever you run into a Madame Medusa or like when you have.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
When you have Madame Medusa or Lady Tremaine, this is not the card you want to be running instead of those. Alright, this is a card definitely worth talking about.
Hey, that's a card.
This is a 2-drop Raja. Ghostly Tiger. 3/3 Vanish, quest for 1.
Yeah, he's another illusion.
He is another illusion. And a 3/3 body on a 2-drop with no downside is amazing.
Yeah.
I like it.
There she is.
The lady.
Ugh. My queen.
Yes.
Lady Cluck.
Lady Cluck.
We're talking. She's an inkable 5-drop. She's Sapphire Steel. She's 2/7.
Yes.
Bodyguard with ward. You better believe it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Good luck targeting this with Brawl, Madame Medusa, anything else.
She's amazing, and I love her. She can do no wrong.
I am a fan of this card. I'm really curious to see if it's going to be worth playing. Maui doesn't kill this thing.
Nope.
Scar Vicious Cheater doesn't kill this thing. There is hardly anything that runs into this and gets rid of it. It's so funny. It's great. All right, next one. Ink Geyser.
Hey,
let's talk about it.
Hey, one of my most anticipated cards to see.
This card is this card had people quitting and rejoining the game in a matter of the time that it was revealed. Some people seen this and they exited stage left.
Yeah.
All right. So what we have here is we have a 3-drop uninkable action.
Yes.
In the colors of Emerald Sapphire, that is very important to note. Where each player exerts all the cards in their inkwell, then each player with more than 3 cards in their inkwell returns cards at random from their inkwell to their hand until they have 3 in their inkwell.
Hey, nice ramp, nerd.
Yeah. Hey, how much ink you got over there? 12? I'm gonna play this Ink Geyser. Oh my gosh.
Honestly, it's a beautiful card. I love it. It is, first and foremost, my immediate thought on it was just like, okay, cool. I'm sitting across from Ruby Amethyst, and you've got 6 ink. We're doing this.
Yeah. Hey, nice B preps.
Buy me some time.
Be a shame if you can't play them ever. But yeah, great card. I love it. I am very curious. I know that people are already brewing with this card, and the things that they're coming up with.
I can't imagine, but I would assume like an Emerald Sapphire aggro deck with that as an insurance.
Yeah. Yes. You take them
You're
off.
gonna have a good time.
You consistently keep them off of B prep.
Yeah.
You consistently keep them off of anything that's. You keep them off of Sisu.
Yeah.
Like, you keep them off of. Yeah.
It's great.
Well, enough said here. I'm not sure of the translation on this.
Oh, I've got this.
Yeah.
So this is Panic Q.
Yeah.
He's an inkable 4-drop.
Yes.
2/3 storyboard Ali. He quests for 2. And then. Alright. I don't actually speak French, so.
It gets a little
We're
dicey.
gonna take a guess here.
I like it. I like guesses.
So when you play this person.
Oh, you can move.
Move 2 damage counters.
Yes, you can
I
move.
believe.
Yes, this is a smaller bell mystical.
Yeah.
Lady.
That one.
Yes.
That really annoying bell that you kept hitting me with the other day.
I have no recollection of what you're talking about. All right, so now we have an inkable 2-drop Devil's Eye Diamond.
Yeah.
The price of power, exert. If one of your characters was damaged this turn, gain 1 lore.
Hey, that's not bad.
Hey, that's a pretty good card. I think that this card is. I think it's fine.
It's ultimately fine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's not crazy. It's not overpowered. It's pretty well. It might be too fair. If anything, it's probably too fair.
I would have loved like either gain 2 lore or for each damaged character gain a lore.
That'd be nice.
That would be pretty great.
That would be
especially considering that it's a rare card. You know what I mean? That's more of I just expect more from it.
From like the higher cost card or from the higher rarity cards, you expect a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, I think the card's probably fine.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
There's definitely worse things out there.
Yes.
There's definitely better cards out there.
There's definitely better cards out there. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, dropping both Sapphire legendaries like that.
Yeah. Just like right out the floodgates. Like, hey, guess what Sapphire's getting, guys?
More item nonsense.
Yes. So
great.
So what we have here is that we have a Scrooge McDuck, an inkable 4-drop for as a 4/4 stat line.
Yeah.
Put it to good use. You may exert 4 items of yours to play this character for free. Fortune Hunter. When you play this character, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal an item card and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in any order. So.
That's not a bad card.
This is not a bad card. So, it's an interesting card. This is very much a item centric card, right? To where you want to be playing. My auto guesses are red, blue, blue, steel, where you're already playing a lot of items, and turn 3 or 4 you already have like 5 popsicles or whatever on the field. You tap some items, you throw it down on the field.
Especially when it's exert items, and not every item you have to exert.
Right.
Like the popsicle.
Yes.
Right. If it's turn 1, throw out a popsicle. Turn 2, throw down another popsicle and something else. You know what I mean? Get those out there.
Yeah.
Get him out early. It's not bad.
It can be pretty easy to do.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Well, not getting him out early, but a lot of items.
Right. Yeah. There are those. And then we got the Tamatoa Happy as a Clam. 6-drop inkable, 4/5 stat line. When you play this character, you may return up to 2 item cards from your discard to your hand. Whenever this character quests, you may play an item for free.
Wait, hold on. You say it was Tamatoa?
Yeah.
And it's like not a small Tamatoa, it's a big Tamatoa?
It's a big Tamatoa.
And he doesn't cost 8?
He does not cost 8. He costs 6.
Wow.
6 of them.
Wow.
He quests for 2. And he lets you play items from your hand for free.
Power creep is real, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, this is definitely 2 of the stronger legendaries that we've seen in quite some time.
They're good cards.
They're a good card.
very good
I mean,
cards.
Maui Shark, I guess, was last set too. That's a
Yeah.
pretty strong card. But yeah, great cards. They've been talked about a lot. No need to spend a lot of time on this. Is the boy.
It's my favorite dog.
Toby.
One of my favorite dogs, I guess.
This card was actually revealed by Humble, good friend of mine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a 1-drop.
Good on ya.
Yeah. And Humble's dog name is Toby. Isn't that cool?
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. Sentimental value, you know?
Very special.
Is a 3/1 quest for 1 non-inkable 1-drop. Great card.
He's great.
Great card. Shuts off Flynn Rider. Trade makes exceptionally well trades. If you ice block something before you smack him, he doesn't die.
Yep.
Great card.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You can get rid of Daisy turn 2 with that.
Turn 3.
Turn 2.
Yeah.
Lumiere.
Bingo! Because some of us are playing Mufasa.
That's right. Pew, pew, pew.
All right, the Matchmaker.
Yeah.
4-drop inkable, 4/3. You are a disgrace. Whenever this character challenges another character, each opponent loses 1 lore.
Hey, that's great. It's been a while since I've tried to play anything like that, of like a lore thief
Right.
kind of thing, but it's fun.
It is very fun.
It is very fun. Like,
But yeah, great card. We are going to run an ad real quick. In between these cards, give us a minute and 30 seconds. Thank you. All right, we're back. Sorry about that.
and we're back.
And we're back. All right, the Matchmaker.
Yeah.
All right, so we just highlighted this card. Let's move on. King Stefan.
Hey.
Is that the king from Rapunzel? No,
That's the king from Sleeping Beauty, I believe.
Oh, okay, cool deal.
That's why it's making a joke with the flavor text.
Oh, it's, every Porton struggles with getting their baby to sleep. Kings are no different. What a guy. So we got a 5-drop inkable, 4/7 quest for 1. Pretty vanilla. Good stat line though.
Yeah.
Doesn't die to Maui.
Bad.
Doesn't die to Maui, Medusa, or Brawl. So I mean, like, it's a good card.
Yeah.
Definitely good in limited or sealed.
Sure.
Moving on, we got a 2-drop inkable, Aquila and Steel, 3/2 quest for 1. It's fine.
What's she from? Oh no, is she from Jungle Book?
No.
What is she from? I don't recognize this character. That's why I'm not sure.
Well, let's refer to old Google here.
Cards.
Cards, actual. Oh, you.
On my spreadsheet.
Oh, you have it in
Because
here.
I should have it on there.
Okay, let's.
So I looked it up.
All right.
Whatever number. Just scroll down to Steel. Bottom. I think she's one of the first Steels.
All the way down. Yeah, Aquila, Wolfpack leader.
You have to hit over.
Over?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think she is Jungle Book.
Really? Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Guess I'm due for a rewatch.
That
Guess we're both due for a rewatch.
I'm the king of the swingers wall.
That's not her.
No, that's King Louis.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite cards. That's not King Louis. That's Archimedes.
I say that's Archimedes.
That's Archa. Yeah.
Hey, he's a pretty extraordinary owl.
He's quite brilliant. He's a 2-drop inkable, 2/2, quest for 1. Each time this character is chosen by an opponent's action or ability, you may draw 1 card. The question is how often are your opponents going to target this thing to let you draw a card?
Yeah, they're not.
I hope you can get to 19 and stick this guy.
I really wish like he had evasive or something.
Yes.
To
incentivize.
Exactly.
Yes, I agree. Here he is.
There he is.
He has finally entered.
Took him long enough.
I know. He's been stuck in Mulan's backpack this whole time.
Yeah.
Mushu, Majestic Dragon. This was also. Are you familiar with the Mushu report?
Yeah.
They revealed this card.
They're great.
They revealed this card.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know. They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Mushu, Majestic Dragon.
Incredible resource.
Yes. One of the best. Great people.
That is part of how my spreadsheet has become my spreadsheet.
Nice. I will note that this is one of the cards I mentioned earlier that I'm excited for that has me wanting to play Ruby Steel.
Yeah.
Is a 5-drop inkable 4/4 stat line. Storyborn ally dragon.
Wait, he's a dragon?
He's a dragon.
Huh.
It looks
I guess he technically counts.
Wait, what was it from the movie where they still look like a snake or something like that? Snakes do that weird tongue thing or whatever. If we don't get the tongue thing as an action, I'll be upset. But anyways, so intimidating and awe-inspiring. Whenever one of your characters challenges, they gain resist 2 during that challenge.
Good card.
We don't even
have to finish reading. Good card.
Already. Guardian of Lost Souls. During your turn, whenever one of your characters banishes another character in a challenge, gain 2 lore.
Okay. Great card.
Yes. This card is absolutely insane.
Sorry, just picture it with me for a minute.
Okay.
Right? Picture it with me for a minute. You've got him. You play him out.
Uh-huh.
Right?
He's on the field.
He's on the field.
He's ready to rumble.
Next turn,
Uh-huh.
you shift out Big Aladdin from the first chapter.
Sheesh.
Challenge and banish somebody. He's got resist 2.
They lose
2 lore. You gain 4.
Yes. That works.
Pop the Shield of Virtue and do it again.
And do it again. Baby, we are challenging our way to victory in this set. Yeah, Mushu, Golden Star.
Yeah. Red Steel wants you to fight.
I will be surprised if this is... I'll be surprised if this is not an enchanted. I do want to point out something about this artwork of the scary looking shadow behind him, though.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Oh, it's cool.
It is cool. And
well, it's intimidating and awe-inspiring.
I think that it could mean something, though.
Ooh.
We'll
you
see.
Thinking like we might get
I think
an illusion?
I think
issue?
an illusion.
An illusion.
All right. Moving on. Hiro Hamada.
Hey.
This card is interesting. So we got a 3-drop inkable and emerald, 3 strength, 3 willpower, Origin story. When you play a Floodborn character on top of this character, or when you play a Floodborn character on this character, draw a card.
Hey, that's a really weird way of wording that.
That
like,
is.
anytime you're playing a Floodborn character, it would be the same card.
Right.
Interesting.
The normal.
I'm sure that won't come up.
The normal wording that you might find is when you shift this character, draw
Yeah.
a card. But I don't know. Something might be in store. Holy smokes! Mind blown. So
There
now
he
we got
is.
the 6-drop uninkable Baymax Giant Robot Universal Shift 4.
Yeah.
Which means
Universal Shift 4.
that's the first time I've ever seen this before.
Oh, had you not seen this card before?
I have not seen. Well, I haven't never seen Universal Shift before.
Yeah. Yeah. This is insane.
Is this new?
Yeah, brand new.
Brand new out the bag.
Yeah.
Interesting. He is a 5/5. So what does Universal Shift read?
He can go on to anybody.
You may pay 4 to play this on top of any one of your characters.
Yes. So, like, say that Hero Hamada card that we just had?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can play Baymax onto him
So
and draw your card.
when you play this character, if you shift to play him, remove all damage from him.
Yeah.
That's actually this is a really good card.
I really like that card.
This is only an uncommon.
Yeah.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out.
All right.
This card's worth talking about a little bit.
Yeah.
So, what happens if we play a Tipo on 2 and then shift Baymax on 3? That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Let's pair it with some Sapphire cards that can sing. Songs, if you will.
Yeah.
Do we know of any pretty decent songs that you might want to sing on turn 3?
I'm sure there's some, but I'm not thinking of any offhand.
Okay, so what if we shift this on turn 3?
Yeah.
And we sing "Friend Like Me," and put the top 3 cards of our deck into our inkwell. That's pretty neat.
But do that, right?
Yeah.
Because now, but do that, right?
Yeah.
But then, turn 4, all right, play your card out or whatever because you got 6 there. Play a card and Ink Geyser back down to 3.
Right. It's a pretty. Like, we can come up with a pretty good.
It's gonna be a very interesting card. I'm very excited to see.
You remember that thing earlier when I said I enjoyed 26 card combos?
Yeah.
Like, let's go. Let's go.
So it's a 6 ink. I mean, you're gonna be able to sing Under the Sea that so much faster.
Yes.
Like.
Yes.
There's some real good stuff you can do with that.
Yes. I 100% agree. So we got. Yeah, and just shifting this on 4 onto top of a Tipo.
Yeah.
Like, we turned our Tipo into a 5/5 quest for 2. So it's just like, little boy grow up quick.
Yeah.
Radigan.
Oh, Radigan. Oh, Radigan.
This is from one of your favorite movies.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, he's great. It's Radigan. He's the nefarious criminal. He's an inkable 4-drop. He's got 3/3 storyboard villain. And then we've got, it's a marvelous performance. And whenever you play an action while this character is exerted, gain 1 lore.
Yeah.
And he also quests for 1. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's a legendary. I could have hoped for more.
I think that if he wasn't if it wasn't like an exert thing, if like you just gained the 1 lore and he wasn't exert, I think his card would be great.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna see some play.
It is.
It's gonna see some play for sure. I can definitely see it getting slotted into like the Maui Shark actions deck.
Yes.
Because
Pair it up
why wouldn't you?
Pair it up with Robin Hood Sharpshooter. Let's have a great time. Maybe. I don't know.
That ain't bad. The other thing that I was thinking, just thought of now, is why not do a Christmas deck with the Ursula Double Singer?
That would count.
Right?
Double up the songs.
Yeah.
Let them rock and roll, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas action's back on the menu.
There's definitely options.
There are definitely options there. We'll cook with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of cooking,
Ooh.
Aurora. 3-drop inkable. 1/4. Singer 5. When you remove one or more damage counters, one or more damage from a character, ready this character. She can't quest or challenge for the rest of this turn. She also quests for 2. It's also worth noting this is an Amber card. I don't know if I said that.
It's one of the Amber legendaries.
Yes. I have mixed emotions about this card.
I'm not thrilled by it.
Right.
Well, I say that. I'm not thrilled by the card itself. I am thrilled by the name of the card just because I enjoy little jokes.
Mm-hmm.
And calling Aurora Waking Beauty is very funny to me.
Yes. I mean, it is a Singer 5 for 3, which isn't bad, but that puts it on the...
It's not bad by any means.
Right.
And also, like, if you heal her, you can get multiple songs off.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is worth noting. So it is very... I mean, the thing that it's so hard just to heal with. I mean, this is gonna go into a whole different deck aside from Steel Song, right? This is definitely a card that goes in Amber Sapphire, probably.
So hear me out.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen.
Like turn 1, you're throwing down like a Dingle Hopper. Right. Remember a Dingle Hopper?
Yeah.
Turn 2, do whatever.
Oh, this is a Dingle Hopper.
Turn 2, do whatever. Turn 3, you got Aurora out, right? Gets right to turn 4. Use Aurora, sing a whole new world.
Okay.
Get your whole new hand, right?
Yeah. And
use the Dingle Hopper to heal her up.
And do it again.
And do it again.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love double wheeling in a turn. It's good. Sure. I think that this is.
I'm sure there's better ways to use her.
I think honestly, this is going to start a Amber Sapphire healing song type of deck.
Okay. I could see her easily going into. I mean, Amber Sapphire has always been the best deck to try and build, or the best colors to try and do a princess deck. Oh, and she could easily fit into that.
It's definitely the healing colors too.
Right.
So I mean, like that's just an auto slot. We'll see.
Yeah. Tanana. Is a inkable 4-drop 4/4/1. She's not a mentor, which is weird.
She is just
knowing that character, but okay.
What movie is this from?
Brother Bear.
Oh, okay.
That is my nephew's favorite Disney movie.
Yeah,
is Brother Bear.
Shout out to Jester Dujour's nephew.
That's right. You better not be watching this.
Or you better be. Who knows?
Like 7.
Yeah, it'll be fine. No, it's past his bedtime.
Yeah.
But yeah, decent stats.
It's almost past my bedtime.
True. Card soldiers. So I do know the translation on this one, somewhat.
I love the Royal Troops.
This is an amazing. This is actually, I think, a really good card. So 1-drop inkable, 1/2 quest for 1. When you have a damaged character in play, this has +2 power.
Yeah.
I think that this card might see some play in Mufasa, because you play the Mother Gothels and the Mulans.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I'm not quite sure. It is a good. I mean, it is fine. It's a fine card.
I'm just always. I'm gonna love when the card soldiers get some play.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those like this one, and there is another card that we may get to later on. I wish had the same gimmick as the Dalmatian puppy, where you would have more than 4 cards. Because like thematically, you should have more card soldiers than just 4.
Right.
But I get it.
Yeah, right. We have Robin Hood, Sapphire card, 3-drop, inkable, 3/3, support, quest for 1.
He's great. We love him.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, right. Great card.
I mean? Like,
great card. The Hobbyist Novice revealed this card. Magical Maneuvers. It's an Amethyst card, 2-drop inkable. Return chosen character of yours to your hand. Exert chosen character. I think this card's great.
Yeah.
It's a 2-drop snake on an action, and you get to exert something. So
right. Well, and that was exactly what I was thinking. It was like, I mean, it's nice for when suddenly you don't have a snake or fox and
Yes.
you need to get one of your cards back.
Yes. Absolutely.
We got Wake Up Alice, which is an inkable 1-drop action that is just return chosen damaged character to their player's hand. It's an emerald action. I enjoy it. I don't think it's gonna do a lot.
It's not gonna do broken things.
Especially, we were just talking about like that the Mufasa deck.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, sure. I see you throw down Mother Gothel. I know Rapunzel's coming back next. Nope, not anymore.
Hey, put that back in your hand, eh?
Yeah.
All right.
We got an unconventional tool, a ruby item, which is an inkable 1-drop, and it's got on there fixed in no time. When this item is banished, you pay 2 ink less for the next item you play this turn. So is that, can you choose to banish your own items, or do you have to? I assume you can't just do it whenever. You would need high room or something.
When this item is banished, you may pay 2 less for the next item you play this turn.
You know what I mean? Because like it doesn't say banish this item.
Right. Yeah, so you'd have to have a way to banish it.
That makes me much less excited about this card.
Well, we do have some cards coming up that are could potentially go hand in hand with this guy.
And to be fair, that is one of those items you don't have to exert to use. So
Correct.
It's not a bad card to have to get that Scrooge McDuck out there.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. We have this card.
Hey.
This card. Yeah. This card is actually pretty cool too. So we got a Pete here. It's a 1-drop inkable 1/2 in the color of emerald. Quest for 1. Whenever you play an action that isn't a song, you may banish chosen item.
Oh hey, that'd be a way to banish an item.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. This is also a pirate.
Oh, how about that?
Whoa.
Again, I don't love my pirates not singing.
Yes.
But that's pretty neat.
Pirates do like to fire them cannons.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, I'm a whale.
Cusco. This card was actually revealed by Breezy on Lorcana After Dark. So that's
nice.
Yeah, I was in the chat room when he revealed the card. It was pretty sick.
Very nice.
He's a very big Cusco fan. So this is a 5-drop an inkable Cusco Temporary Whale 1/4 stat line. Don't you say a word during your turn. Whenever a card is put into your inkwell...
Sorry, I'm going to cut you off real quick.
Uh-huh.
Because you missed one of the key words there. Once during your turn.
Oh, yes. Once. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may return chosen character, item, or location, cost 2 or less, to their player's hand, then that player draws a card.
Bye, Daisy.
I mean, that's one way to do it.
I'm sure there's other items, characters, or locations that cost or less that you'd rather get rid of.
It's this card.
But it's not a bad.
I would definitely run 1 to 2 copies of this in Blurple.
Sure.
I mean, you slow down your... So this is the thing.
Especially, we're going to be seeing more aggro decks.
Yes.
The way these reveals have been going.
Yes. The format is going to speed up. That's undeniable. You can bounce your opponent's stuff in the early games to slow them down.
Yes.
One of the big things that I want to do with this is when I put a card into my inkwell, I want to bounce my T-Po. That way I can replay my T-Po and ink another one. Like, I just want to hyper ramp with this. Is that bad?
That's not bad.
I mean...
Especially you're getting to draw a card off of it, too.
Yeah.
That ain't bad at all.
So, like, you play the T-Po, you ink a card, and then you draw a card so it replaces it.
Now, just to remember, if you're gonna do that, you can't shift out Baymax onto it.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
of course, also if you're doing that, you're playing Blurple, so you're not.
So if I
have Baymax, so never mind.
I was gonna say if I am playing Baymax and Cusco in the same deck, I'm already in a rules violation there.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
So I'll just do what I want at that point.
That's right. What are they gonna do? Say no?
Here we have Baymax's charging station.
Yes.
I think that's what that says.
It is.
It says
more
something
or less.
along.
It's the inkable 3-drop sapphire item.
Yes.
And that is.
Gorto. Let's see. I think this has something to do with damage again. I'm not sure.
I don't believe so. I could be very wrong, but at least looking at Transformation, I think that has something to do with shifting.
Perhaps. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this.
No.
Because I'm not very good at guessing games. Who's...
Alright, this card upset me.
Okay. Talk to me about it.
So this is Grunge.
Yes.
He's from Treasure Planet.
Okay.
It's an inkable 2-drop Emerald character. 2/2. Those tags. Storyboard, ally, pirate.
Yes.
Look at that dude. You tell me he's not an alien? Why does he not have the alien tag?
I don't like to put labels on people.
Well, he's not a people.
Oh, he's an alien. That makes him not a... I don't like to put labels on humanoids.
Actually, I just want to be clear. I felt bad. I don't want to... Oh no, we're live.
I don't know about this guy. Like,
it's fine. I do like rapid fire. Whenever he quests, you pay 1 less for the next action you play this turn. So, you're getting out of fire the cannons on 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad.
I think that the card's fine for a common. He's a pirate, and so I mean, like, he does things. He does me things.
Right.
I think he's pretty good. This is a pretty good King Candy. He's a 4-drop uninkable. This is a dual ink card in the colors of Amber Ruby. He's a 2/2 stat line. Whenever one of your other racer characters is banished, each opponent chooses and banishes one of their characters. I kind of like this card.
That card is great. Especially, remember that Calhoun is also a racer.
Yes. I see a loop. I see a loop going on.
If you're using Calhoun, and she challenges somebody, if she gets banished off of that, you're having to banish a second character for
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yes. Very. I think this has potential to be a very strong card.
I think the racer deck is going to be a lot of fun. Hey, we got Malam.
Mullen? You ever heard of Mullen?
Is that Mullen?
Mullen. 7-drop inkable. 5/6. Shift for 5. Evasive.
Oh, great.
Exceptional leader. Whenever this character challenges another character, your other characters gain. This character can challenge ready characters this turn. This card is bonkers.
Yeah. She's another dual ink. This time we are in Ruby Steel.
Oh, yes.
Again.
I forgot to mention that.
You're good.
I got too excited.
Yeah. That card's a lot.
I do love me some Mulan.
That card's a lot, and it's very much reinforcing, again, what we were talking about earlier. Ruby Steel, it wants you fighting.
Yes. Ruby Steel is going to be... I think Ruby Steel is actually going to be very playable this set. This paired up with cards like Maui Half Shark, the Mushu we seen earlier, the Denari, those sorts of cards.
Yeah.
This card is absolutely amazing. I will be brewing something with Ruby Steel.
Yeah. You've got... it's great. You've got Pete, who's an Emerald Steel. He's got an inkable 6-drop, 5/5. He's another Floodborn. Villain and Pirate. He comes out shift for 4, and then we've got, is it Frightful Scheme?
Mm-hmm.
While this character is exerted, opposing characters can't exert to sing songs, and your pirate characters gain resist to 1.
Yeah, this card's insane.
I love it.
This card is absolutely bonkers. It has a... this card's gonna probably terrorize the format for a little bit.
You better believe you're going to be seeing a lot of turn 3 referee Pete, turn 4 shift out Pete.
Yes.
So you've got one turn where you're not getting to play actions at all, and then the next turn you're not singing anymore.
You're not doing it. You are not doing that.
It's great. I really like this card.
Yeah, and the fact that it's only a super rare.
It's only a super rare. It's giving all your other pirates resist 1.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah, your Smee is no longer taking damage after a quest. I'm really excited for this card. Okay, so what we have here is we have a 4-drop inkable Maid Marian.
Oh, she's great.
3/3. Good shot. During an opponent's turn, whenever one of your allied characters is damaged, deal 1 damage to chosen opposing character.
So that right there is what we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
This is the first time that we've seen anything use that ally tag.
Yes.
To my knowledge.
I agree. And there are a lot of allies in Blue Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. Your character's name, Lady Cluck, gain resist 1.
Yeah.
So
that Lady Cluck bodyguard that was 2/7 is now 2/7 with ward and resist 1.
2. Isn't it? Doesn't she have resist?
Don't believe
No,
she has resist.
No, she has bodyguard and ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, like,
yeah,
it's gonna take a lot.
She's great.
She ain't going down without a fight.
Maid Marian, a little bit of Jester Dujour love, or a little bit of Jester Dujour lore. Maid Marian was like my first love.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Okay.
Love that she has an actually great card to use.
Yeah.
Finally,
this card is insane.
Some of the ones so far haven't been it, but this
card
is very exciting.
This card is very good, insanely good, if you will.
Yeah.
You pair this up with a Cogsworth, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Lady Cluck gets +2 resist. Let's go. All right.
We got Mr. Dark.
Yeah.
Is a. Did you recognize him?
Nope.
I had to look him up.
I do not. Wait a minute.
So while you think about it, so he is an inkable 1-drop Sapphire character. It's 1/2. You know, nothing to write home about. But he does have. Oh goodness, it's a translation, and it's hard to read.
This okay. So essentially, whenever he quests, you banish an item to draw a card.
Okay.
He's a baby Hiram.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Is this one of the guys from Hunchback?
It is not.
Okay.
We still have no Hunchback cards.
Okay, I thought that was.
But that's fair, and you're in the right country. Because
right. He's the loony guy from Beauty and the Beast.
He is the asylum keeper.
Yes. See. Okay.
Beauty and the Beast.
I know exact. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Great card.
Yeah, not a bad card.
Not at all. I do want to note that little item that we were talking about earlier, whenever you banish it,
unconventional tool.
yes,
Yeah,
pairs up well with Mr. Dark.
Yeah, that's not bad. Then we've got Kashekim, the inkable 3-drop character. He's Amethyst 4/3, storyboard king. It's great. I love that he finally got a card.
Yes.
We've had a lot of Atlantis. Not a lot. We've had not enough Atlantis cards personally, but we've had some.
Yes.
I'm glad that he's getting a card. Much in the same way that, like, earlier we were talking about Dr. Calico, right?
Yes.
This is one of those ones that, like, it makes me excited, not necessarily even because of the character, but, like, Kashekim, he was voiced by Leonard Nimoy.
Sure.
And so this is the closest that I have to, like, having a Spock card.
Sure.
And that's cool.
You like it?
Dr. Calico was voiced by. Now I have forgotten his name.
You have forgotten.
Oh
me.
no! It'll come back to me. Let's move on.
Let's move on. So much to give.
Yeah.
I really like this card. It's an amber card, 2-cost inkable, song, draw a card. Chosen character gains bodyguard until the start of your next turn.
I really like that card.
I think that this card is very good. It's going to see a lot of I won't say a lot of play, but it will see some play.
I think that card right there,
Uh-huh.
legitimately, is going to be your best bet working around Lady Cluck or those other bodyguards.
Sure.
If chosen character gains bodyguard, right? Say you've got and I'm trying to think of a good Sapphire Steel card that you would have hidden behind Lady Cluck, right? If I choose them as a bodyguard, I can challenge them first. Because they're also a bodyguard.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jester Dujour with the big brain plays over here.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, guys. I didn't know where you were going with this. You just blew my mind. This is amazing. Oh,
Right?
man.
That's a much better card, suddenly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. To be in the room with Jester Dujour at the moment of enlightenment. Wow. That was good.
Hey, thanks. I'm not going to take credit for it. I've seen others use that play, like for other things or whatever. But
Sure. It does the
hey,
same.
you know what? They're not here. I'll take credit for it.
I heard him say it first. All right, so
next, what do we got?
Water is Memory. A 1-drop action. Look at the top 4 cards of a player's deck of your choice. Put 1 on top and the rest on the bottom.
Okay.
That's a really interesting way to manipulate you or your opponent's deck, right?
That's what I get to pick your next move.
I get to choose your next card.
Honestly, that may be going into my decks.
Sure.
Just because I have seen others, almost miraculously top deck the thing that they are looking for that will win them the game.
Right.
And if I've got that, then
that's no longer
I'm sorry.
happening.
You're not going to find your next whole new world.
Excuse me, sir. How many goats you have in your discard? Oh, you have 3. I'm gonna look at the top 4 of your deck. Oh, and he doesn't know this one's going at the bottom.
I'm gonna look at the top 4 of your deck. And what's this? Goat, white rose, and
sure
something.
I mean, I think it's a fun card to play mind tricks on your opponent.
Right.
I might.
And you can use it for yourself as well. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think it'll see more play being used against your opponent rather than for you.
Yes, I agree. I think I might actually end up playing a 1-up of this. Next card, 2-drop. Candlehead, and it's a 2/2, inkable 2-drop, quest for 1. It's amber. I don't know what it says because I don't speak French.
Well, that's okay because that's not French.
What is it?
German.
I don't speak that either. So.
Wenn dieser Charakter verwandt wird, darfst du bist with this character, I don't know.
Alright. This one's an easy one to understand.
Sorry, everybody. We are ignorant Americans. Oh yeah. Hey,
This is a coda.
We can read that one.
Hey, this is a coda. I can't give you the flavor text, but I can give you everything else. Coda, 3-drop, inkable, 2/2, quest for 3.
Yeah.
Great card.
Good card.
Great card. Everything else is vanilla. Moving on.
That's Water Has Memory.
Water Has Memory. Here we go. Reveal time.
Mufasa.
So we got a Mufasa. So we got the Amethyst Steel Mufasa earlier.
Yeah.
Here is a new Mufasa. It's a a 4-cost inkable steel Mufasa, 4/4 stat line, quest for 1. Pretty vanilla.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's good stat lines. It's vanilla.
It's a decent shift target.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's fine.
For the big one.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
You know, yeah.
This card's actually interesting.
Hey.
So we have 1-drop inkable Merlin, clever clairvoyant. It's a blurple card, which is my specialty, and it's a 0 strength, 1 willpower, quest for 1 character. Whenever this character quests, name a card, then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's the named card, put it into your inkwell face down and exerted. Otherwise, put it on top of your deck. It seems fun.
Not bad.
I don't know how good it will be. You might get 1 use out of it if you can set it up.
I mean, it's pretty easy to set it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Dare I say, it's very easy to set it up.
Yeah, you just need to run this and 59 microbots.
No, you don't even need to do that. You don't need to do that. It's simple. Turn 1, Merlin.
Yeah.
Turn 2, either Water Has Memory, or Merlin's Cottage.
Sure.
Either way, you know for a fact what the top card is.
Sure. And I mean, like, and that's... Yeah, I mean, like, I think... I don't know how much play this will see. And this is a very...
I don't think it'll see a lot of play.
This is a very fun card, though.
Yes.
If you want to do fun things...
I will always be a fan of guess the top card.
Yes.
Like Bruno.
Yes. I'm sorry, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. So now we got Miss Bianca.
Yes.
6-drop inkable, 5/5, quest for 1, and steel.
That's one sturdy mouse.
She is Mighty Mouse, some would say.
Ah.
Have a little faith. If you have an allied character in play, you may pay 2 less to play this character. So this could turn into a 4-drop 5/5 for 1, or 4-drop 5/5 quest for 1 for
Yeah.
I think this card is.
We're still waiting for a Bernard card for this set.
Sure.
Because what are we doing getting a Miss Bianca card without a Bernard?
Who do you think's holding the rope, Goofy?
No, I don't think it's Goofy.
Oh, yeah. You're right. It's probably not. It's probably Tigger.
Yeah, you got it. It's Radigan. Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's Radigan. Orville. I actually like this. I'm glad Orville got it. Is this Orville's first card?
I think so.
I
think the closest that we have gotten to before this is my favorite card.
Sardine Can.
Sardine Can.
Heck yeah. I like Sardine Can. 3-drop inkable, 4/3 stat line, quest for 1. During your turn, while you have a character named Miss Bianca or Bernard in play, this character gains evasive.
Yeah.
I think this card is fine.
Hey, guess what? He's an ally.
He is an ally.
So turn 3, get him out there. Turn 4, drop that Miss Bianca.
And now you can.
And now he's evasive.
And now you can beat up genies and Diablos because they are smaller birds. Speaking of
Diablo,
took the words right out of my mouth. So we got a inkable 2-drop Diablo here. 1/2 stat line, quest for 1. It has, I think that's evasive. I think it has evasive and challenger 2.
That looks to be what that would be.
In the colors of emerald amethyst.
Yeah.
Decent card.
Not bad. Not bad by any means.
This card's actually kind of neat.
I don't know if I like it yet.
I don't know either, and that's what we got to find out, you know.
Right.
So
it's restoring Atlantis.
Revealed by Lore Keepers and Katie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great person. I casted with her last night. She was amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyways.
It's an uninkable 5-drop action in steel. It's just your characters cannot be challenged until the start of your next turn.
I think as a one-off, I think it's fine.
It's all right. I mean, comparing it to the other uninkable 5-drop actions that immediately spring to mind, this isn't bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I definitely, I think I like it more than like a Steal from the Rich.
Yeah.
If you remember Steal from the Rich.
Yes. Hey, what's going on, Uriah? How are you, bud?
Hey.
We're doing some card reveals here. We're live. We're doing our podcast live today.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got the 6-drop uninkable Lady Tremaine and Emerald. 3/3 quest for 2. That's quite enough. Return chosen damaged character to their player's hand, and then each opponent discards a card at random. This has a lot of text on it.
It's one of the Emerald Legendaries. I
I'm
don't immediately love it.
I'm not very excited for this one.
I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be good and limited, obviously.
I think that having a legendary that does slightly. Okay, so I'll say this. I think that having a legendary card at 6-drop, right, that does less than a Madame Medusa, that's a super rare, is kind of bad.
That's
I guess at least it's in quest for 2.
That's what I was about to say. Is I would like it more if it was a 4/3.
Yeah, take it out of the Madame Medusa range.
Right.
Like, I don't want to play this on turn 6, and then have you just play your 6-drop, and mine does nothing.
Yeah.
So I think that this is going to go into that 10-cent.
Or give it Ward.
I mean, Ward would probably be really good on this card.
It's a legendary.
Let's give it something.
Right.
Let's not make this card able to die to everything. Yzma. Another Yzma. Okay, so we got a 2-drop inkable Yzma and Emerald. It's a 2/2. Quest for 1. When you play this character, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card.
That's fine.
It's fine. We've seen this on other characters. It works out great. I think so.
I will say, this is another one. It has a little fun joke, with the flavor text.
One of these must be the right lever, but I'll be a llama's aunt if I can figure out which one.
All right. Well, when are we getting an action card that is wrong lever?
Here it is.
Whoa! What?
It's a 1-drop.
Hold on, I missed this. This is brand new to me.
I don't know where this came in at.
What?
But we have 1-drop, 2/2 hey, quest for 1 and steal. This is the Rambling Rooster.
I love him so much.
I love this card. This is an auto include 4 of. Do we have?
My goodness.
Do we have a shift hey?
No.
When are we getting a shift hey?
Honestly.
Okay, hear me, Ravensburger. Please hear me right now. We need a shiftable hey that's playable in all colors. In all colors, make it happen.
Oh my god. I love. Sorry, just to go back.
Yeah, let's go back to the hey.
I love the flavor text. Even Archazia herself.
Why is he wearing?
Is confused by hey.
Why is he wearing a coconut? This is amazing.
Oh, it's lovely.
This is amazing. I like it. All right, next
All right.
one. Dawson. Is this Great Mouse Detective?
It is.
Talk about it.
It's Dawson. He's great.
This is your film.
This is Dawson. He's a Sapphire card. He's an uninkable 1-drop with 1/2. But that's not what's important.
Okay.
The important thing is be sensible. Once during your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, look at the top card of your deck. You may put it on either the top or the bottom of your deck. That's not bad.
I personally like this card. Okay, not to spoil anything that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
But this card is, I believe, 100% playable.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think it's playable because of certain cards that we're coming up to
Okay.
that are going to take the place of ice blocks. And I might have already said too much.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave...
I think I know where you're going, but I'm not sure.
So I'm going to leave it there in the void and develop this...
We're going to put a pin in that?
Yes.
And come back to it later.
And we're going to come back to it later because I don't want to spoil anything that we haven't talked about already.
Right. Hey, we got an emerald coil.
Yes. So these are...
This is huge.
This is huge. Because I do believe that the emerald coils are the first cards that we've seen that are the actual Illumineers from the game, right?
That have the Illumineers in the artwork.
Yes.
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 Because they have been referenced in some of the flavor text before.
Yes.
Very specifically, Alan and Dale from set 5 references Martin and the Flood.
Yes.
And then we just had a moment ago the Hey Hey card had Shinzei answering Archazia.
Sure.
But this is the first time that we're seeing them not in any of the promotional materials or anything on the cards themselves.
Right.
Which is...
That's... good job, Ravensburger.
Truly a new era.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. So we got the Emerald Coil here. It is a 3-drop uninkable item card. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, chosen character gains evasive until the start of your next turn. I like this card. I wish it was inkable. That's it. I like the card. I wish it was inkable.
I'm okay with the card as it is, especially because of one word that is missing from that card, which is once.
I missed that.
That happens as many times as you want.
Yes.
I appreciate that so much more.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's evasive until the start of your next turn, so it lasts.
Right.
Which is
right.
much preferred over evasive just on your turn.
Right. We do have a comment here from ICT. Says, can we add all the Disney characters before we make up more, please? I don't necessarily disagree, but I will say at least they added, they did add Lady and the Tramp and Aristocrats this set, and Bolt. So they gave us three franchises. They gave us, not to spoil the amount of coils that they gave us, but they did give us some of these too. So it's like a win-win.
I say, I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna.
In fact, actually, I'm gonna be a little bit upset with you specifically, Brohammington.
Yeah.
Because you took the exact phrasing out of my mouth. I don't necessarily disagree.
Yeah, sure.
Don't get me wrong, like.
And we're getting
it's not that I'm upset or aggravated or anything, but we've talked about it a couple times. There are some like huge movies that have been entirely ignored.
Yes.
Up till this point.
Right.
Looking at you, Bambi. Looking at you, The Fox and the Hound.
Right.
Where are my Todd and Copper cards?
But I will say we're only halfway through this set.
We're only halfway through this set, and like.
And next set we're still on Archazia's Island.
I'm okay with it, just because I think it is giving something unique to Lorcana.
Yes.
Because we have to remember, at the end of the day, this is not a Disney product.
Right.
It is a Ravensburger product that is using Disney IP. You know, and so whatever they have to do to make themselves unique, I'm okay with, especially when it is as limited as it's been so far.
Right.
You know?
I very much agree. That being said,
yeah.
Let's jump back into the cards here.
What do we got?
Sapphire Coil.
Hey, it's another coil.
Hey, everybody's favorite coil. This is a 2-drop inkable item.
Coil.
Really?
Yes.
We'll get into it. 2-drop inkable sapphire item.
Okay.
Sapphire item. I gotta emphasize that.
Sapphire item?
During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may give chosen character -2 strength this turn. Let's talk about it. So
I don't like it.
So we pinned one of my comments earlier about Dawson.
Okay.
And how Dawson might take the spot of Ice Block because we have another Sapphire item that is coming out that might take the place of Ice Block.
Okay.
So essentially what I'm saying, Sapphire Coil might take the place of Ice Block.
Sure.
And Dawson might fill that uninkable spot. But I think that the Sapphire Coil... Okay, so my wife, Lyco's 14.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. And I kind of disagreed at the time that this card is... She said that this card is busted. And I was like, maybe. And now that I think about it more, I'm like, this card is bananas. This card is 100% bananas.
So
what are we doing here?
The main thing that I don't like about this card, I think you should hit next, and we go to the next coil.
Okay.
Because I'm hoping that that's next. Okay, so the next coil. Next one is coil, amethyst coil, right? Which is another uninkable 3-drop amethyst item.
Yes.
That is during your turn. Whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we have 3 coils.
Yes. Two
of them are uninkable 3-drops.
That are not very playable.
That are very specifically something that is, quote unquote, traditionally within that color. Right?
Yeah.
Why is the Sapphire Coil not an uninkable 3-drop item that during your turn, whenever you put a card into your inkwell, chosen character gains ward?
I mean...
That is just what makes sense to me.
Sure.
As it following the pattern as the other two.
Okay.
Especially when I saw the coils, they were revealed to me at least in the order. The order that I saw them in was Emerald and then Amethyst and then Sapphire. So it was like 1, 2, okay, we've got a pattern. 3, nope, it's different.
No, it's different, yeah. And I'm waiting for the steel one to be some sort of ridiculous 5-drop whenever an item goes.
It's gonna be the Chromicons all over again.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 9-drop uninkable. Whenever you ink a card, you deal a half point of damage or something. It's just gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, after you brought that point to my attention, yeah, it definitely makes sense. Here's a card. I have not seen this card yet.
I have not seen this card.
All right, so we got a 4-drop inkable Moana. Look way. Ruby 4/3 evasive. That's good. You damage your own character. Did I miss something on that?
Hold on. What?
Did I miss something? During your turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell, you may move 1 damage counter from chosen character to an opposing character. Okay.
Hypothetical steel coil.
Yeah. You damage your own character. Yeah. 9-drop uninkable. Ink a card, you have to deal a damage to one of your warded characters or something.
Yeah.
Something just completely abysmal. So 4-drop inkable Moana 4/3 evasive. When this character challenges another character, another chosen character of yours gets +3 power. Okay. Okay, so I think that this card might have just borderline blowed my mind.
That's
whenever the
whenever she challenges, somebody else gets.
Yes. So you have the crab effect on a challenge. I personally like that because this challenges genies.
Don't get me wrong, I like this card a lot.
You don't even have to banish the other you don't have to banish the character that you're challenging. This card's great. And it's out of Medusa range. It's out of Brawl range. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Great card.
Good card.
Looks like there's an ad about to start. There's an ad starting. Whatever. I should have subscribed. Alright. I love this card.
Hey, you probably won't play this card at all, will you?
Yeah. Nope.
It's not in your colors.
You know me. Avoiding this card because it's only... what is it? It's a blurple card. So blue purple, sapphire amethyst, 7-drop uninkable, Elsa the Ice Maker. It's a 5/5 stat line, shift for 4. Whenever this character quests, you may exert chosen character. If you do and you have a character named Anna in play, the chosen character can't ready at the start of their turn. This also quests for 2. What do you think?
Not bad. I like her. It's a good card. It's amazing art.
Yes.
But it is a good card. I assume, or I hope that we're going to be getting some Annas this set, especially in those colors, because as far as I know, the only real playable Anna is not in either of those colors, if I remember correctly. Is it an Emerald is the one people like?
There is one in Emerald.
Okay.
There is...
I guess there is a...
There are 2.
Oh, there's a Knight Anna.
Well, yes.
Is it there?
Yes, and there's a 2-drop Anna. There's
Okay.
a 2-drop Anna that says, if you have another hero in play,
Yes.
she quests for an additional 1, and she's a 1/3.
Okay.
I think she's a 1/3.
That ain't bad.
No. The other one that you're thinking of is a 4-drop Anna or a 5-drop Anna. This says whenever she quests, all your other heroes get +1 lore.
Okay.
So
Yes, and that's the Knight Anna.
yes. So I like this card because 1, it's a 5/5 that quests for 2, so it's a good stat line.
Sure.
So essentially, this is the way that I work, right? The way that I work is this: whenever I see a character
How
that
do you
has,
work?
I'll tell you. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you. Whenever I see a character with a shift line on it,
Uh-huh.
I never look at the real cost of the card.
Okay.
So I read this as this is a 4-cost character that is a 5/5 stat line, quest for 2, that whenever it quests, it can exert a chosen character.
Sure.
The second part of text to me is kind of irrelevant,
Okay.
but you can build around it if you want.
Fair enough.
It makes it to where like your 3-drop crabs and your Diablos can trade into stuff on turn 4,
Sure.
right?
Well,
So,
I mean, not if you're playing against me, because, I got Ward, baby.
I got Ward, baby. Sure. I mean,
I get it for others.
right, yeah. For anybody that's not Jester Dujour,
Yeah,
this Anna's coming for you.
that's right.
Like this, I am a huge fan of this card, and I don't think that it's getting the love that it needs. And I'm open to being wrong, but I see a lot of potential in it.
We've got company.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's
It's Lyle.
That's loyal
It's
to
old
Burial.
Lyle.
It's a loyal over there.
It's an action.
It is.
It's Ruby. It's uninkable for 3, and it readies all of your characters.
And again,
But they gain Reckless.
that's fine.
I love that card.
This card's great.
It is a very silly card. I think it's gonna be great. Get a good wide board on there, and especially it's in Ruby, so you can have your Ruby Steel Mulan out there.
Yeah.
As long as she goes first, it doesn't matter if you're ready or not. Here we go.
We came in like wrecking balls on that one. Moving on. This is a card that has a lot of talk around it. It's a 7-drop inkable card in the color of Ruby.
Yep.
Out of order. It's an action, and it's as simple as banish chosen character.
Hey, not a bad card.
I don't think this card is awful, and I think that it's worth running this over Dragonfire. Only because this card is inkable,
Yes.
and it lowers the uninkable count in your deck, and it's still being played late game, opposed to... You're never... Let's be honest, you are never spending 5 ink on turn 5 to Dragonfire a 4 or a 3 drop. It's
Like,
never happening.
And this was you were party to. I was sort of in a conversation earlier in a group chat with someone that is primarily a Ruby Amethyst player.
Yes.
And they were talking bad about this card.
I honestly don't think
I personally, and especially if you're playing Ruby Amethyst, you're in the danger zone as far as having too many uninkables already.
Yes.
Why on earth would you not like this card?
Like, I definitely think that this card is worth testing over Dragonfire.
Yeah.
Only because it's inkable, and you're, like I said before, you're never playing Dragonfire be turn 4/7 anyway. So like you can still be prep the board. The following turn your opponent plays a Tamatoa, you play this, you're still ahead. Or like if you don't have the Tremaine. Like I think that this card is fine as a one of over Dragonfire.
And that's I was a long time defender of Dragonfire,
Right.
Just because I really liked that card.
I think that up until now, Dragonfire's been a great card.
I think it's just being able to banish a character is nice.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to push some sort of panic button. No, Energy Blast is not inkable.
Right.
If it were inkable, the card would be busted and it would be played.
Yeah.
Hey,
we got Grandmother Fa.
Do you know the translation on this?
Grandmother Fa.
Okay.
Spirited Elder.
Uh-huh.
And then...
It's a 2-drop inkable. 1/1. Quest for 2. And I think it says something about your other grandma character's gain +2 strength.
I believe it's when you quest, somebody gets +2 strength. But I could be wrong.
I mean, it makes sense. I think it's...
Yes. Est envoy l'aventure is how the French say quest, essentially. Going on an adventure.
Okay.
Is how that kind of roughly translates.
Sure.
So when you quest, when she quests, chosen character gets +2 strength. I believe is what that translates to.
I think it's fine.
It's not bad. There's definitely worse cards out there.
This card...
there's definitely better cards out there.
There is better cards out there, none other than Isabella Madrigal.
Isabella.
Your boyfriend is here. So essentially this is a 5-cost uninkable amber card.
Yeah.
It's a 3/3 that quests for 4. And whenever one of your characters sings a song, they can't be challenged, I think is what it says.
I think it's until the start of your next turn, even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the gist of it. I know my wife. I think my wife is extremely excited about this card. We were talking about it earlier.
That sounds accurate.
Yeah. Can't be brawled. It can be Medusa'd, but whatever.
Yeah.
We don't care about that part.
Hey, we got Kita.
Yeah, this Kita's actually really good too. So this is a 4-cost inkable sapphire card.
Yep.
3/3 stat line, quest for 1, that does have an exert ability that says you can exert it to look at the top 2 cards of your library. You put 1 into your inkwell and keep 1 on top of your deck.
What's a library?
Or deck. Sorry, deck. You look at the top 2 cards of your deck. It's like a how far it'll go on a creature.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I mean the card's not terrible. I think it'll see some play because it's just consistent ramp if your opponent doesn't take care of it.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So, this is a new card for me. I have not seen this one.
So this is a 2-drop uninkable Donald Duck. It's a 1/1 quest for 2. And it says, whenever this character is challenged, you may return an action card that isn't a song from your discard to your hand. Hello, Fire the
Got a
Cannon.
question for you.
All right.
Is he a pirate?
He is a pirate.
Interesting.
I don't know what pirate is, but I do believe that is the enunciation on it.
Alright. I might have to try and build a pirate deck.
Yeah. Good card. I think
I'm a fan.
You're okay. So your opponent's gonna have to take care of this eventually.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have good actions in your discard by the time that happens.
I mean, you're playing Emerald Steel Pirates, so you will, because you've been playing those actions to ready him up.
So now we got Bahira.
Yeah.
You want to talk to me about it? I know you're excited for this one.
Yeah, a little bit.
Are you excited for this one?
You know, he's all right. Just okay. Bad card. Wouldn't run more than one of.
Yeah.
He's an inkable 5-drop steel character that is 4 strength, 3 willpower. But he's got bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, nothing to see here.
Yeah. But no, he's got what is that ability called? I'm trying to read it, but it's a little too far out for me.
It's in a different language.
Oh.
Jeez.
Okay. Do you happen to remember what it says?
I do believe that it says whenever it's banished. I can't remember if it's banished in a challenge or just banished.
Uh-huh.
But whenever it is banished, you deal 2 damage to all of the opposing characters. This here is an inkable grab your swords on a character.
That is wild.
This is one of the best steel legendaries that they have printed.
I think we just got a clarification.
On your opponent's turn. Okay, so it has bodyguard, and when it's banished on your opponent's turn, it deals 2 damage to all opposing characters. This card is one of the best steel legendaries that they have printed to date.
Excuse you.
Oh yeah, Gontu was in set 1. I forgot about that one.
Gontu?
Sorry about that. I do apologize.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the homie.
That's a good card.
This card is insane.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing it.
Yes, absolutely. If you have no intentions of running Bahira in your decks, we here at the Sunflounder Illumineers will dispose of them properly.
That's right.
We will dispose of them properly for you. So you just make sure you send them to us, alright?
Yes. We got Il Principe.
Yes.
He's an uninkable 2-drop. 0-5, but he's another bodyguard.
He's a bodyguard that quests for 1.
Yep.
That's a...
Okay, card. Not bad.
That
Especially coming out on turn 2.
Yeah, it's a 0-5.
Good luck getting around him.
I mean, unless you're running Ruby, like you're not removing this on turn 2 unless you have a brawl.
Yeah.
Like, and do you really want to brawl Prince Philip over something else?
Right.
I don't think so.
Honestly, throwing this out there. Turn 1 Daisy.
Yeah.
Turn 2 Prince and start questing.
Yeah. Are you gonna?
Here we go.
Are you brawling my Prince Philip or are you brawling my Daisy? Like, let's get real. All right. This is actually a really cool card here. So we got a Sapphire Lucky, and it's a 3-drop uninkable 1/3 quest for 2. Whenever this character quests, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of puppy character cards and put them in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This just reads if you're running the 99 Puppies decks, draw 2.
I'm just letting you know now.
Uh-huh.
It's probably going to be the first deck I build once this set is officially released.
Puppies?
Is a puppy deck.
Heck yeah.
Amber Sapphire, we're rocking and rolling.
Hey, I'm here for it. This literally says quest draw 2.
Yeah.
If you're running puppies, this is quest draw 2.
Yep.
Simple as that. This card is...
It's the big man.
Yes. 6-drop uninkable blue. Ol' Iron Paws. 5 strength, 4 willpower. Fight like a bear. Your characters with 7 power or 7 strength or more can't be dealt damage. Quest for 2. What do you think?
I wish I liked it more.
I think that this card is. I think that this.
How many characters are you running with 7 strength or more?
All right, so we got. I don't know, dude.
You know what I mean?
But,
like that's
Maui Shark.
sure. Like, don't get me wrong. I am already slotting him into like an Amber Steel or Amber Ruby deck. You know.
I think that this card is. I think that this card takes Mufasa in a different direction.
Okay.
Because now instead of like Sisu, you can play Scar Vicious Cheater.
How much strength does Scar have?
7.
Does he? Okay.
I think he's a 7/4.
Okay.
So you got like, or is it 6? I can't remember.
I say the big one that immediately jumps to mind for me at least is Chernobog.
Yeah, there's Maleficent.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Maleficent Dragon.
The Gaston. The 9, then like the 9.
Oh, the boxer.
Oh yeah,
Gaston.
boxer Gaston.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, I mean there's some cards. I think
and don't forget,
it's very much a conditional card.
Yes.
This blue.
And don't forget that you can use like Lumiere to buff your little your not quite like
if you've got a Lumiere out there,
hey,
then Maui's fine.
Then everybody's throwing hands. You know. I think that this card is interesting. It causes some unique style of decks. I'm curious to see where it goes.
Yes.
All right, moving on.
We got Kanai, who is an Amethyst character. We got Inkable 3. He's 1/4, but he's got a Challenger 2. So that's not bad at all. And then Wisdom of his Story. During your turn, whenever this character is banished in a challenge, return this card to your hand and gain 1 lore. Not bad. I mean, he's a 3/4. He's a 3/4 that comes back to your hand. That's not bad.
No, I don't think so at all. I think that this card does see some play. It's going to be interesting to see where it goes. I'd be interested in trying this card out in maybe Blur Pull or something. You know, you can play it on 3. You can grab it the following turn. You can trade up. You can trade down. Challenger 2's nice. It's an interesting card. And then we got
a Cybug.
Cybug. This character, this is a Ruby character. It's a 1/2 stat line, costs 2. It's inkable, and it's 1 lore. This character gets +1 for each other character you have in play.
Yeah. This was exactly the other one that I was thinking of. When it was like, I wish you could have more than 4 of them in play.
Sure.
Just because that's like the whole deal with them is it's a swarm.
Right.
But it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like this would be one of those cards that would definitely make sense to have more of 4 in the deck.
Right.
I mean, you're not wrong.
This is a new one for me.
Oh.
I have not seen this card. We got Kronk. He's an Emerald Amethyst, or Amethyst Emerald, dual ink. That's uninkable for 5, but he has 4 strength, 4 willpower.
I think this is bodyguard. I think is that
Protetto. L'avversario non possono scogliere questo personaggio se non persferdo.
Is that Italian?
Did that not
I think that's Italian.
Yeah. It's got the little IT in the bottom left. That means it's Italian.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
Wow. I knew I hired you for something.
That's my one job.
I do believe that it is a bodyguard. I'm not sure. Is it bodyguard? Is protector?
Nah.
It just sounds like protector. I don't know. We're not sure. We're not gonna spend much time on it.
It might be ward.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
It's not gonna be bodyguard because it's those 2 colors.
Sure.
But ward is sometimes an emerald thing.
Sure. Maybe it's evasive.
It could be. It's Mole.
Yes, this is.
It's a Moliere.
It is a 3 inkable 3/4 quest for 1, very vanilla.
Yep.
Good stat line for being a 3/4. Not much else.
That card was actually in English. You'd think it was French, but
This one?
yeah.
Oh yes, you can tell that by the flavor text.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. All right, so now we got Mother Gothel.
Oh yeah.
This card's interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
All right. So it's an Amethyst Ruby card.
Yeah.
Dual ink.
Uh huh.
It's inkable. It only costs 3.
Yep.
It's a 1/4.
Uh huh.
But now you've upset me.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. Whenever one of your characters challenges, you may move 1 damage counter from chosen character to chosen opposing character.
Seems pretty good.
That's not bad.
So, I do want to note a rules thing on this card.
Yeah.
So, whenever one of your characters challenges, okay, the challenge, so this ability goes into the bag on the challenge.
Okay.
So when this ability goes into the bag, it is worth noting that the ability then looks for damage on the character. So you can't move the damage after the challenge is complete. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So it's like it's a little weird.
Okay. We may have to do like a separate video.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
That's just explaining that with an example.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because I think
Look for that on our YouTube page.
I think I understand what you mean,
Yes.
but I know I don't. You know what I mean?
Sure. It makes sense. It's kind of confusing. I think this card's actually very good. I think it's a little tricky to play with, but I do believe that this card is playable. Maybe not in traditional Ruby Amethyst,
I think-
but
Yeah, we're going to see a very different brand of Ruby Amethyst.
yes,
That, I think.
100%. And I think that this card is. I like this card. I like this card a lot.
The other thing that I do really like about that card is it just says whenever one of your characters challenges,
Yes.
it does not specify another character,
Yes.
so you can be running into those locations
Yes.
and still also be moving damage around.
Correct.
That is greatly appreciated.
that is very good to note. That is very good to note. Next one.
Hey!
Gontu.
Is the boy.
This guy is insane. So we got a Steel Gontu, much better than the first set Gontu. This is a 4-drop uninkable 2/4. When you play this character, characters can't exert to sing songs until the start of your next turn. That is very worth noting that it also means your characters cannot sing either.
Yes.
Second
Sequencing,
one.
people.
Yes, very much so sequencing. Second ability reads, don't get any ideas. Each player pays 2 more to play actions or items. This does not apply to singing songs. That part is also worth noting. This is also worth noting that your actions still cost 2 more. Don't get it mixed up.
I love this card.
This card's amazing. I think that this card makes Blue Steel very good.
Ooh,
Kiwi
okay.
Birds. Kiwi
Yeah.
Birds. Harlan Sweet's version of Kiwi Birds. This card is insane.
Yeah.
This card's insane. And
I absolutely just everything about this card. I'm a fan.
Yeah. I like seeing brawls cost 5.
That's my thing.
Like-
That's exactly what I was about to say. Was,
Your brawl is 5.
Brawl is now 5.
You're
Your
5ing brawl.
yeah. Your
9 cost B prep.
what was it? Game over? No. The new one that we just talked about. The game over card. The inkable 7-drop banished chosen character.
Out of order.
Out of order. That's what it's called. That's up to 9 now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Good luck.
This card's great.
I like that card a lot.
In every way possible, this card is amazing. So if you go like turn 2 Tipo, you go turn 2 Tipo into Gantu. Yikes.
Yeah.
Nice wheels, nerd. Nice 5-cost brawl. Like, oh my gosh, this card is bonkers. I like it. This card is absolutely insane. It's amazing. Like, jeez. Alright, so now we have This Is My Family. It's a Amethyst, uninkable 2-drop, action song, gain 1 lore, draw a card. Very simple, very straight to the point. You gain
it's a common.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You draw a card, like Amber Amethyst. Like, you're probably playing Donald Ducks. You're probably playing Simbas, right? So you might as well just sing a song, gain a lore, and draw a card.
Yeah.
Right? And your bodyguard's still exerted. You sacrifice no lore to get there. So I mean, like, I would probably maybe say it's doable. Maybe a 2 of. I don't know.
It might be going into an Amethyst Emerald deck.
Sure.
If it were me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think
double sing it. Why not?
I think the card is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's only a common. I mean, like, you can't really be mad at this card.
Right.
So, I mean, that's everything that we've had revealed so far.
Okay.
That's a lot.
We went through a lot.
We went through 85 slides of revealed cards. I'm not sure that everything was even on there. There's been a lot more revealed.
There's been so much.
So much. And this set looks amazing. It really does. I'm in love with this set. So yeah. So there was that. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm very impressed with everything we've seen so far for this set. I know we lit off and I was complaining about the lack of locations.
Right.
But again, I'm okay with that for this set. I'm especially more than okay with giving that up because of everything else that we are getting. You know?
Right.
What is the 2 decks you two will start with the new set as of right now? That's a wonderful question. I'll give you a minute to think because I've already kind of teased it a couple times earlier throughout our live stream episode.
All right.
The first 2 that are immediately coming to mind for me, the first 2 that I am most likely going to be building is 1. A Puppy Power deck. We're talking to Emperor Sapphire. We're just loading that bad boy up with puppies and let her go. The other one is that Amber Ruby Racer deck. I think that could be a load of fun, especially with, we didn't mention earlier when we were talking about racers, but throwing the Speedway.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can definitely run the Amber Ruby Speedway combo.
Yeah.
In some sort of racer build, sure.
Yeah, those are the 2, at least for me.
Right.
Also, I mean, to be fair, and this is where I expect you to be a little bit different, is that my first and foremost thoughts when I'm thinking about decks is what's a fun, relatively memey thing for me to take to League.
Sure.
And the cards that we've been revealed so far, those are the 2 that immediately jumped out to me.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Brohammington, what are you going to beat me with? First
oh
time
my
League.
gosh. Oh man, well, last set, the first deck I built was Microbots, and I didn't really beat you with that, so I might have to try a little bit harder.
You tried.
Hey, you're not wrong.
Microbots!
Dude, I was really high on the Microbots.
Yeah.
I think I got like 50 something of them. But that's a lot of Microbots. I think that the first deck that I really want to put together, I think, is Ruby Steel. because like I've been playing around with it a little bit with like Robin Hood sharpshooters, and it was pretty fun, and now I can only imagine what happens with Mushu and Mulan, right?
Yeah.
So Ruby Steel is definitely way up there on the list. Second one is definitely Blue Steel. I want to play the Maid Marian. I want to play the Lady Cluck, and I just
It's up there for me.
oh man. Just giving your bodyguard resist. Your bodyguard already has ward, and you're giving it a resist factor too. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but dude, like one of my favorite things to do in this game is just theory craft, right? I give people a basis of what to start with, and then they just take it from there. Much better players than I come up with cool stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so. There's that.
Also,
yeah,
probably the third deck, just to keep adding on, is going to be Emerald Steel Pirates.
Emerald Steel.
Without a doubt.
That's actually
without a doubt, that will be built during this set.
What's the 2 decks you are playing at the first chapter win a box? That's an interesting question there, ICT, and I would tell you, but my sponsors won't let me say. I don't have sponsors.
I'll tell you exactly what I'm playing. What day is that?
Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Like in 2 days?
In 2 days, 1 o'clock.
Yep. I will not be there.
Boop, 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 boop. Joke's on you. Joke's on you.
No, no. My wife and I, we are taking a little day trip for Valentine's. This weekend.
Going on a little Valentine's trip.
We're gonna go ride a train.
Yeah, me and my wife are you skiing or riding a train?
It was like, yay!
Oh, yeah.
But it didn't come through very well.
Me and my wife are going to win a first chapter box. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing for Valentine's.
I'm looking forward to having heard that you guys won a first chapter box.
Yeah, that $20 Elsa is gonna feel pretty nice,
Yeah.
Pulling that enchanted. That way I can play with it,
There you go.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you?
I'll sign it for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, don't tell the wife, but I would let you.
It's all right. She ain't watching.
Yeah. Stay in the comments. So there's that. We do have.
So we do have some other tournaments coming up, aren't we?
Yeah, we do. So we got as mentioned, the first chapter win a box this weekend. $20 entry fee. It's going to be a good time. The weekend after that, we have the McDuck Vault Tournament, which is a cash tournament in Kansas City. So there's that, which is pretty sweet. Got a lot of.
Hey, we were just up there.
We were just up there. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, we had a fun time.
It was a great time. Shout out to Cruz. We went up there for a set championship.
Specifically where we went to that Pulp Fiction comics and games.
Same place.
Great store.
Yeah, same place where this is gonna be at. Like Jester Dujour said, great store, friendly atmosphere. But they're having this tournament. Back to the set champs. I went squirrel. I apologize. I started out really well. I started out 2-0. Then I went 2-1. Then I went 2-2. And then I went 2-3.
Yeah.
And it was rough. It was a rough time.
Yeah.
And I think that, given my experience and given your experience, it was kind of the same thing.
My wins were a little bit more spread out, but in a weird way, we wound up with the same record at the end of the day.
And then you walked with me to go get a cheeseburger.
Yep.
And it was,
Hey, I had some excellent roast beef.
I know that roast beef looks
very tasty.
Really good. One other thing that I do want to tell you guys, that with set 7 right around the corner.
Yeah.
All right, set 7 right around the corner. You are going to need your singles, and you are going to need your foils, your enchanteds. You need stuff to complete out your decks, your sets, whatever you're still lacking from last sets. make sure you use my affiliate link here. You know,
Yeah.
scan that QR code right quick, and it'll and bookmark that for me. And then whenever you need singles and you feel like ordering them online, go ahead and use that code. You know, it puts support back into the stream and back into the content that we make and everything else. And it's really cool. But yeah.
Yeah. I think that's everything we had for today.
I believe so.
I hope so. We went a little long.
This has been a night.
It's
We have been at about a little over 2.5 hours now.
yeah.
So, without further ado,
So that's everything that we know so far for set 7. I feel like there was something huge.
was there something huge? Did we miss something?
I could have been wrong.
I don't think we missed anything.
I feel like there was something I thought of earlier that I meant to say.
Yeah.
With set 7.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
You heard it here first.
Listen, man, we've been live for this long. I'm not great at improvising at this point in the night.
Yeah.
Especially, did I mention I'm coming back from sickness?
Yeah, are you getting down with the sickness? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm getting back down with the sickness.
Getting down. Oh.
Ooh,
see.
wah, ah, ah.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Let's start our raid on old JDZ Quest.
Yeah. Let's go raiding.
Yeah, let's go raiding. All right. I do apologize for the viewers that just now tuned in. We are headed on a raid. Getting in there with old JDZ. What it do, baby? Where you at?
Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks everybody.